nothing else to do. I remember home ec. I set the fire alarm off when I burned my chocolate chip cookies. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's fun. Or you would see like someone's cookies were completely runny and fucked up. I am glad my mom used to bake with us. I had some kind of idea what to do. Oh shit, that's funny. Do you remember typing class? Did you have typing class? Are you old enough for that? I can't remember. And then in high school it became keyboarding. I liked keyboarding class. The teacher was a creep. He was terrible, a disgusting old man. But I liked keyboarding. I like to really try to get my word per minute up and do the stats and stuff. And it's so weird to me because I figured that Lydia would know how to type correctly, and she doesn't. She types her own way very, very quickly. She's extremely quick and effective, but it's not the keyboarding way. It's like, so by the time she went to high school, what, they didn't teach keyboarding? Like, is that just not an option? They just don't do it anymore? Because she never learned it. And the way it was going when I was in school was like that was the newest thing, was to teach everybody that. So somewhere that got lost. Ooh, another thing is driving. The driving of uh driver's education. That has changed. When I was in school, it was taught in school, during school, by teachers, and we drove around with the teachers, and we learned to drive at school. We would drive with our parents a little bit, but it wasn't like how it is now. How it is now, it is not the school's responsibility. The student has to go and pay a private driving school $400 to $500 to go to class for about a month in the evenings, and then to go drive around with their parents for 70 hours, and then drive around with the instructor before they're required to go take a test. So it's so weird to me and backwards and wrong. And it's not like, this is why there are shitty people who are driving. They don't know what they're doing because they're not learning it. And it's all crammed into like one small block of time. And there's no simulators. Like, do you remember the simulators? It was fun. Ours was in a modular. So we had like, our desk was like built like a car. It had a wheel, it had a shifter, it had a pedal and a brake, and we all faced a screen, a projector, and the projector projected driving, and then the instructor watched us and watched what we did and corrected us with turn signals and this and that. But we could actually see what it would be like to turn the wheel, to steer it, to use the signal. One of the movies was driving in the rain, right? So you would see on the screen, it was the reflection of the headlights and all of that stuff. It gave you some kind of experience. And if you don't do that, that's a whole part of the class. Like, for me, that's how I learned how to drive. Like, not reading rules on a piece of paper. So it's like, I feel bad for kids who are driving. And also, if you're going to be in charge of a car, you need to know how to act when, if you hit a slippery patch, or if you hit snow, or if you hit water, or whatever. And that comes learning from experience, you know, for some people. For me, Marty always said he wanted and like take out a car and go crazy with it and see how it acted and stuff. And I think that's good because that's what people need. You have to know what the machine's limits are safely. I'm sleepy. Well, I got 3 people watching. Raider Rich says, oh yeah, you said the home ec.